Hello students, now we are going to discuss about the answer key for the subject Smart Grid EE3007, subject name Smart Grid. Okay, this is our question. Next, we are going to discuss about answer key for the 2 mark, 8 mark, 13 mark and 15 mark. Okay, first of all, the first question, list the characteristics of DSM. Okay, there are 10 characteristics of DSM, that is energy conservation, peak load management, incentive and rebates, load shifting, as like that. 10 points are there. If you write any 4, you will get 2 mark. Okay. Next, state the general functions of substation. We have to write the general functions of our substation. There are large functions of substation, that is a transformation of voltage level. Next one is a monitoring point for control center, production of power lines and other apparatus, and reliable communication with the other substation. If you write any 4 point, you will get 2 mark. Okay. Next, outline the objectives of smart substation. We have to mention the objective of our smart substation. The first objective is the real-time testing of intelligent distribution with highest reliable and control. This will drive the uncycling grid. Next important point is ensuring the automatic energy saving concept. Next, provide the reasonable, reliable and affordable electric supply. If you write the 3 objectives, you will get 2 mark. Next, what is a feeder automation? We have to write what is feeder automation. Feeder automation means if any fault occurs in the feeder, it can automatically detect the fault and disconnect the faulty fault from the day-to-day life circuit. This is called a feeder automation. That is a automatic closing and reclosing of feeder. You will get 2 mark. Next, state various functions performed by smart meter infrastructure. In a smart meter infrastructure, the core system of a smart meter infrastructure is MDMS. Okay, and it serves a performance like customer information system and outage management system, geographical information system and DMS, data management system. These are all the functions offered by smart metering infrastructure. If you list out the function, you will get 2 mark. Next, name the standards developed in AMI, that is automatic meter infrastructure platform. They developed some standards for multimedia related standards and data transmission standards, TCP protocols, UDP and HTTP hypertext protocol, and application related standards like IEC 1968 and ANSI 12. If you write all the standards, you will get 2 mark. Okay. Next, what is the role of WAN in smart grid? You have to write what's the main role of WAN. The main role of WAN is it acts as a backbone between data operator and power network. This is a key point. Next, it support the two-way communication in the smart grid. If you write the point, means you will get 2 mark. That's all about the 2 mark. Next, we entered into 8 mark question. Write a short note on smart substation. Okay. Here, first of all, we have to mention the objectives of smart substation. Already we discussed the objectives in a 2 mark question. Here also, you have to mention the objectives of the smart substation in an elaborate manner. You will get 3 mark. Okay. Next, you have to draw the diagram and explain about what is RTU, what's the purpose of intelligent electronic devices, and what's a substation server, what's the purpose of substation server, and this arrow mark, dark arrow mark indicate non-operational, and medium arrow mark indicate data, and thin arrow mark represent operational. Then you have to explain about energy management, EMS system and data center and IT system involved in the smart substation. Okay. If you draw the diagram and explain all those things, you will get 5 marks. Total 8 marks. Next, we move on to the 13th mark question. That is, explain the communication infrastructure and protocols followed by smart metering. First of all, we have to explain about communication infrastructure. This diagram shows the communication infrastructure of our smart grid. We have to explain all the block diagrams. We have to explain about microgrid, remote control, HEMS and smart meter appliance. All are comes under HAN, that is home area networks, and it is connected with the smart meter. Smart meter connect the HAN and WAN wide area network. Next, we have to explain about a data concentrator. Then we use another one WAN. This WAN connected with the gateway of MDMS, DNO and operator. Okay, you draw the diagram and explain about all the blocks. You will get 7 marks. Okay. Next, we have to write the AMI protocols. What are the protocol standards followed by AMI? Already we discussed in the 2 mark. They follow multimedia related standard, data transmission and hypertext protocol. If you write all these standards for communication, for establishment and regularity, and IEEE standards, and information standards and communication standards, you write all these points and you will get 6 marks. Next, we move on to the 13 mark question. That is 15 mark question. Explain briefly about substation automation. It's a most important question. Why we move on to the substation automation? We have to give a brief explanation about why we move on to substation automation. Here we use a 220 kV substation. The maintenance operation cost will higher. Okay, if any fault occur means the maintenance cost is very higher. So we move on to the automation of substation. Next, substation automation is more efficient way of delivering and consuming powers. These are all the key point. Next one, main core is SCADA. Okay, SCADA it use RTU, remote terminal unit, and intelligent electronic devices. It is connected with the protocol, internet protocols. Okay, if you explain all those 3 points means we will get 5 marks. Okay, next we are going to explain about what are the levels in the substation automation. Okay, there are 3 levels, that is process level, bay level and station level. You have to draw the diagram and explain about process level. In process level, we use a measuring unit. What's the purpose? You have to explain about what is measuring unit. In bay level, we use a production IDs, control IDs, and what's a function, what's a process going here. You have to explain in the bay level. And station level, we use a human machine interface block, SCADA block, and router. You have to explain it in the station level system. Okay, if you draw the diagram and explain all the system, you will get 10 mark, total 15 mark. Okay, that's all about our internal 2 answer key. Thank you, students.